With compound subjects and predicates, things begin to get even more interesting, and our diagram begins to branch out. Again, we're still dealing with simple sentences, but with compound subjects and compound predicates. So, if we have the sentence, the professor and the doctor comparing aliens and students. So we have a compound verb. We have, that our main verb is comparing. Our helping verb is were. We ask ourselves who or what is comparing, and in this case, both the professor and the doctor are comparing people. And if we're looking for more nouns, we have aliens and students. Aliens, we haven't determined yet what they are. Students and people. Now we would look for modifiers, and we do actually have article modifiers, which are weak adjectives. These down here. We're not going to give articles a code because they're weak adjectives. And so we're done with modifiers, no prepositions. We do have a couple of conjunctions. In and and. Okay, let's start putting them on the diagram now. We have the professor. And the doctor. And they were comparing, we put both verbs together, aliens, direct object, and the direct object is students. It's a direct object because we have action verbs, action verb comparing. Okay, now you notice we have, let's go ahead and put our article modifiers here. The professor and the doctor, we're comparing aliens and students. Now, we have dotted lines here, and that's where dotted lines join things together. Sometimes they're words, sometimes they're phrases, sometimes they're clauses. If you have a conjunction, it goes on the dotted line, and in this case we do have a conjunction. So let me adjust my picture here so that I can write a little easier. And there we have it. Compound subjects, compound predicates. Now we can also have compound verbs, in which case our branches out and then comes back together. So if we had a sentence like the students were analyzing and documenting alien behavior we would put on a diagram that looks something like this. But we're going to look for our verbs. Well, it looks like we have 3 verbs here. We have documenting, we have analyzing, we have the helping verb, also a be verb, past tense, were, analyzing, documenting. We ask ourselves who or what was analyzing or documenting, and obviously it was the students. There's our subject. Our subject person. Okay, and then we look over here and we have a direct object, and in this case they were analyzing and documenting behavior. So behavior is, of course, a concept. Light bulb here. Kind of looks like an alien. And now we look for modifiers. In this case, alien is our only modifier in this modifying behavior. So it's modifying a noun, concept, must be an adjective. And we look for prepositions, which we have none. We do have one conjunction, which is and. Plus sign over that to show it's a conjunction. And then the only thing that doesn't have code is our article modifier, the. So let's put all these onto the diagram now. We start with students, subject, and we have the word were analyzing and documenting behavior. Now we need to add our modifiers here. Slanted line under students, we're going to put the article modifier here, the students, and over here we have kind of behavior. We have alien behavior. And then the only thing left to do is put our conjunction in here. So let me rotate the screen. And that's how we diagram compound verbs.